It wasn't like we were interested in a venue. We weren't like out there looking for a theater or a venue. We saw that the State Theater was looking for new stewardship. And we were at a position in our lives where we could do something with that. And we had the confidence that we could do it in a way that would be a beautiful benefit to the community, to us, to something that we hold really dear. So we started that conversation with the Hinmans, and it went from there.
Yeah, we've always loved the theater. Well, and we've had one of our early dates here, and I mean, when you walk into the theater, it is just magic happens. It's so gorgeous. It's got so much history, such a big piece of Kalamazoo. And, you know, like Dan was saying, it was just really serendipitous that the opportunity came at the right time for us in our lives, and both a second act for the theater and ourselves. And we feel very privileged and honored to have the opportunity, and can't wait to bring this beauty back to her glory days.
There's a whole lot of, history, as we've reiterated.
B.B. King, we have a signed B.B. King poster, it's like a legend.
Like Harry Blackstone. I mean, we're talking the founders of modern, magician work. We keep coming across incredible things, and that's kind of the fun of it for us at this point. Even though there's a lot of pressure, a lot of work to do, that work births all this cool information stuff.
You know, the Masonic Temple, we renovated an office space there. It's a very old building too. It's like that building also has a little magic to it. It's like you're walking into an old PI noir. You know, you walk in these offices with frosted glass doors, and we had worked to restore it back to kind of what it was. So we got the original hardwood floors back, and we love the space. We love the character that some of these older buildings bring, and we think it's important to let that shine.
The noir aesthetic of it is awesome, and I totally play into that. Smoky jazz music on, I just pretend I'm a detective when I'm there. So
spaces are really critical to your emotions. I mean, if you think about emotions that you felt, and then if you're in a totally different space, you probably wouldn't be feeling those emotions, right? Like the sense of place and belonging and the presence that a building can bring can just, connect us all. And so many, the building is art. It's you're in an art piece.
Particularly this building, when you walk in, you feel it. You don't feel like you're in Michigan. You don't feel like you're in Kalamazoo. You don't feel like you're in 2025. You are someplace else. You're not even sure where. And that feeling just washes over you every time you walk in. There is a shared connection with the audience when you're in a space like this that becomes like we're all part of the performance. We're all in this oil painting together, and it's absolutely magical. It's timeless, and it helps the art for certain.
Yeah, the seats really wrap around. Like when you're on stage, you feel like the seats are like around you, and there's part of the design that was so clever is there's not a bad seat in this house. That's pretty magical. We hope to make sure that we can maintain that as we renovate and get her ready for the next 100 years. It's easy to say this place is already amazing. So our work is somewhat easy in that regard, but the pieces that we want to bring to help modernize for that next century, pieces like accessibility and make it an inclusive space for everyone, both patrons and performers. We've got some tech and sound and light and some of the usability flow, things like restrooms, maybe some of the non-sexier renovations, but I think that when folks walk in here, I think their jaws will drop.
We want it to be an artist venue. We want the road managers to love coming here. So, everything is going to be in service to the theater for sure. In regards to staffing, we want the staff to be part of the performance. Everybody knows they have a duty to put on a show. Each role is invaluable to creating that experience.
And it's so critical. You know, you can have the most gorgeous theater in the world, but if you have a bad experience at concessions or with an usher or something else, then it really kind of taints your whole evening. So it's a crucial part.
You know, as it revolves more around the community, we're really excited to start partnering with these other local companies to make sure our artists are really well taken care of. There's so many great artisans in town that I know will be able to help us make this that artist venue. I mean, we want to get to the point where there's how many state theaters in the country?
There's roughly 30 that are called the State Theater.
And another one of our more audacious goals is like, I want, when an artist talks to another artist and say, hey, have you played the State? I want them to know exactly which state they're referring to. I want them to know that they mean the one in Kalamazoo, Michigan.
So we promise there will be a celebration for the 100-year anniversary. Don't know if we'll be able to be open by then for shows, but we hope to be. You know, there's a myriad of factors. We're in those infancy stages of planning with our architects and team. So depending on what things we run across or find or what the order can be, it might impact that. And so we want to make sure that when we make an open date promise, we want to be sure we can 1,000,000% keep it.
We're not looking for shortcuts. We are following the doctrine of it'll be ready when it's ready, and we promise.
I mean, as theater owners, you're kind of like the host for the city, right? Like the city's bringing in her guests, and we need to make sure that those needs are met from whatever they may be. So
we'll definitely be heavily involved in show nights and everything. We want to be on the ground. We want to see this through. We're going to need help, obviously. You know, we're going to need lots of good people working with us to make this successful. But
we'll build a great team.
Yeah.
Our style is really to, be alongside with our colleagues and those that we work with, and we feel a strong sense of responsibility to the theater, to the community, to the artists and the patrons that will come. Live entertainment's kind of like land. They're not going to be, it is this precious thing. It's this precious moment. You should really spend your money on experiences, not things. We get one time on this planet, and when you think about what we look at from past cultures and civilizations that we didn't experience, we find their art. We find that's where we're human.
Some of the importance of live performance is that it is the unknown. Anything can happen. You could see your favorite comedian 50 times, and on the 51st time, they could say something that you've never heard, that a band can play a song a completely different way. And if you take that further to, patrons who will come and see somebody they've never heard of or seen, that ultimate unknown, that's awesome. And that is irreplaceable with any other form of media. And live performance will always have a place because of that.
Yeah, I think comedy especially is such a good thing to see live. It's great that so many of the streaming have done a ton of comedy specials now, which is awesome, but it's such a different experience. It's like hockey. You gotta go see hockey live too. It's just a different experience altogether. With anything in life, you should take more chances. You should buy more live tickets, and you should support things that you love to do in your community, because they're not guaranteed. If you don't go to your favorite restaurant and it doesn't get enough business, it can't survive.
The community has been so awesome, like the support we've received.
We're so appreciative of it. I mean, it's really heartwarming and gives us the drive and motivation to do what we want to do. I think folks will love the state. We can't wait to bring a variety of acts here and fill these seats up.
The State Theater is, I want to be there more than anywhere else.
Yeah.
Here more than anywhere else.
Yeah.
It's warmth, love, and art, just wrapped in walls and chairs.
Yeah.
It's awesome.